Good morning. It's 5:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, August 21st. Here now the Litecoin news. This is not a technical analysis. If you're looking for that, go someplace else. This is a recording of all the manipulation. Now, if you don't understand what manipulation does, this graph right here with the candlestick should tell you the whole rise that we got on the 18th has been wiped out. This is what you call a Bart Simpson, okay? They wiped out the shorts, they wipe out the longs, okay? If you don't understand that, I'll show you another graph. One Bart Simpson, here to here. Second Bart Simpson here. Third Bart Simpson here. You see this here? This is what the manipulator is doing. They're wiping out the longs and systematically wiping out the longs and shorts on Litecoin by manipulating the price. This is why I told you guys that the market maker is working against all the traders. Now, the market maker that's on Coinbase is a Nordic market maker. He is probably on this exchange as well and running this market as well, right? You can see, look at the pattern here. I don't know what to tell you, but years ago, there was this thing called arbitration where the difference between exchanges was settled by people buying on the exchange that was low and selling on the exchange that was high. And lo and behold, the price is leveled out. Okay? That's not what's happening here. Okay? What you got here is an exchange. The whole story goes as follows. With what I believe would conspire. Now, this is a theory. It's a theory up to the part that the market makers manipulate the market, because that's no longer a theory when you prove that with math and a legal document. The market maker is indeed manipulating the market. But how this all came about is when Charlie Lee and Brian Armstrong coded to get on Coinbase to get to get Litecoin on Coinbase, which they conspired to do that, and they attracted everybody's attention to it by making public tweets. Meanwhile, Charlie Lee and Brian Armstrong worked for the same company. Why they tweeted each other? Well, it's quite obvious. That's like me saying the guy whose desk is over there, about 5 feet away, let me tweet you when I could just open my mouth and you could basically hear me. Alright? The whole purpose of tweeting it was to get the dopes in. The price went up to $3.75. Charlie Lee dumped. He sold out to this market maker. This market maker is the true owner of the coin. He dumped, and all development ended right after that. That shows a shitcoin dump. This guy doesn't even. You look at his interviews. This guy totally look on his face. This guy does not want to be in front of that camera. He made his money. He's done. He's done. He got his money. He doesn't want to be on doing any interviews or anything when going to these Litecoin summits. He doesn't want to. He turned around and told you, well, the community should take care of Litecoin. That should tell you he abandoned the coin. It's abandoned. He only gave $500,000 after he sold out for developers. There's only 2 developers on the Litecoin Foundation. This coin has been abandoned by the creator. He did a typical shitcoin dump scam on everybody. Now the market maker has his hands on it, and all you're going to see is he's going to run this into the ground, doing Bart Simpsons, killing the longs, killing the shorts, killing the longs. That's all he's going to do. And they're going to keep dumping and pumping this coin until there's nothing left of value to get out of it anymore. And all these guys that are out there still shilling for the coin, it's going to go up. Does this look like it's going to go up when it's back down to where it started? Below where it started from August 18th? Now it's recovering a little, and it still hasn't gotten up to the price it started prior to this upswing. You've been fooled, you've been robbed, and you've been swindled. Just face the facts. I don't know what else to tell you people, but some of these people are, if you tell them the truth, and it doesn't go with their mantra of hopium of this going to the moon, they don't want to hear it. They go into la la land. They put their fingers in their ears and they go la 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 la. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. It's a childlike reaction that they might have been wrong and they've been duped. I'm a bag holder too, but I'm selling off all my stuff. I know where this is going. Crypto Chico, everybody told him, hey, you're spreading FUD. He sold all his bags at $80 something. It's 72. What's that tell you? Who made the right decision? Who had the right information? And it's going to go lower from here. Now look, this is the market makers trade, 1768.06. Where is the, here goes the other trade, 1768. You see, he uses the same market size, if you can catch it, 1768. Those are the market makers trades. Now he claimed after investigation to the New York Department of Financial Services, there's a letter in here, you can go and do that because some of you guys are just lazy MFs. I don't know how you can be so lazy that you sit there, you don't do anything to look into the numbers I gave you, and you continue to lose money because you don't know how to listen and you don't know how to look and you're just plain lazy. You just want to throw your money in here and the market's supposed to magically go up to $300, $400. The other idiot that the Crypto Capital Venture, who also is a contributor to the Litecoin Foundation, probably has been rewarded for his work with some Litecoin, is sitting there and telling everybody it's going to go to $143 by the end of the month. It's the 20th. It's half of that. How's that supposed to happen? Don't listen to these boobs. You're going to end up holding the bag to a worthless coin. Don't listen to Bitcoin. All of a sudden, you notice all the people like Bitcoin Ben who used to shell Litecoin, all of a sudden they're shilling a body cleanse system. Okay, now let's go over the math because math don't lie. This is how I'm, people like that. Americans aren't that dumb. Okay, we might be a little gullible, but let's not let us think that we're that gullible. That we're losing our bags on Litecoin that they shilled, and now they're just going around and shilling another stupid product. 72.86 minus 72.29. Now that's 57 cents. Okay, that's not 40 to 44 cents. That should tell the people that read the statement from Coinbase at the New York Department of Financial Services, who I'm going to meet Thursday, that there's something wrong. I'm not going to be nice to these guys. They're supposed to be looking out for the community of investors and people that exist in New York State. Here goes the other one, 1768. We're going down, people. I can tell you that right now. He's pushed us down. 71.40. Yeah, we're absolutely going down. The top wall, the sell wall, is closer to the mid-margin price than the buy wall. He's guiding it down. And this isn't no small difference. Okay? Look at this, 57 from 91. This is about a dollar. Let's see the spread, the false spread. He's set himself up to make money. $1.48, what is supposed to be a maximum of 88-cent spread. It's $1.48. Does that tell you something? Does anybody understand what that means? So now the spread from the mid the distance from the mid market price, it's almost 50% more on this one on the buy side as it is opposed to on the sell side. And then he's going to tell you with the two largest trades in the order books that he's not manipulating the market, mid-market price. You would have to be stupid not to understand this. That's what it comes down to. You have to be an utter moron if you can't understand the simple math of this. And you have no reading comprehension. And the ones that are running around calling everybody you're spreading fun, those are the biggest idiots out there. They can't do simple math and they can't understand what's going on. So what do they call it? Fear. Like a caveman can't understand fire. Fun. If you stick your hand in fire, it's going to get burned. Oh no, fire good. That's what you got. That's what you got, these guys shilling this coin. So there you go, simple formulas. You want to see where he's going to guide the price? Look, simple formulas. Simple elementary school formulas. And you just divide it by 2. And you can sit there and watch them drive the price down. This is all coming down Thursday. Thursday, it's over for Coinbase. I gave him a chance. If anybody's got any coin offer here, pull it off. Pull it off. Because I doubt this guy in Litecoins are going to be walking this earth without a pair of cuffs on him soon. I don't care what country he's in, they're going to get him. He's going to jail. And we're going to start with Charlie Lee and Brian Armstrong first, if they can't get this market maker. I'm 10 cents away. I'm less than 1% away in my calculation, but don't worry. If he doesn't move those walls, that price will go down to 72.13. But you got to realize it plays between those two walls. That's where you're being forced to buy and sell, between the market makers' two walls. He's telling you what you can do. He doesn't follow the market, you understand? He's leading the market. He's not following when you buy or sell. That's very easy to see. There's no market activity this early in the morning. The bottom wall didn't move, 71.40, right? You can see it there, 71.40. Right? And then you got to look for the 72.86. I can guarantee that. It's still there. You still got it. It's still not equidistant. Why isn't it fixing itself 40 to 44 cents? Why? If you can't figure it out, you gotta be a moron. If you can't figure out what using these simple calculations, that the market maker's not manipulating the market, if you believe that he's not manipulating the market, you're a moron. There's no hope for you. You're done. You're done. Now, it's my intent to have Coinbase held to account, right? And to give me my investment capital. When this market maker came into the market, it was around 2017. We all see what they did. I don't know who he is. I know that he exists. I don't know his name. I want my money back from him, and I want enough money to cover the aggravation they put me to for the past 2 years. Now I'm taking time out of my schedule, and I have to go down Thursday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, to these nincompoops in the New York Department of Financial Services. They're nincompoops. If you couldn't catch this, I've been doing investigations in banking and brokerage for 25 years. And you couldn't use simple math to prove the statement that the Coinbase issued to the New York Department of Financial Services is bullshit. You got to be retarded. Borderline retarded. Thank the education system that ranks number 47 in the world, and then they're running around telling everybody how smart they are. You know, they take a pair of glasses. This is the modus operandi. This is why I quit Wall Street. And you got these kids coming in. They don't bring anything to the table. They bring a piece of worthless paper that says, "Well, I went to this school, but mommy and daddy paid me my way through college, and gave a donation to the college. So even though I was like a C plus average student, they put an A on my friggin' my GPA was brought up to 4.0 or 3.5 or whatever. And then they put on the glasses and go, look at me, I'm smart now. I got a high-paying job." That's what pisses me off. And you got acres and acres of people like this filling all these bureaucracy jobs that they can't even figure out that they're being lied to, or they don't have the basic skills to hold the job or the position they have. A bank examiner doesn't know how to use a calculator. A bank examiner who doesn't know that if somebody issues a statement, and if you're working for the best interest of the public, the clients of Coinbase, you should have took a calculator and tested the statement that was issued to the New York Department of Financial Services and checked it. And you didn't. It shows a lazy-minded person who gives trust out like the Easter Bunny gives out M&Ms Easter. Shows a really hopeless belief that people who deal with money won't try to steal it from you. So that's it. When I come back, I don't care if Coinbase knows or not. I'll tell you exactly what happened at that meeting, and I'll try to record it. It's not going to be good. I can tell you like this, because I'm pissed that this whole bit license scams. Oh, you can't operate in here in New York. We're watching you. We don't trust you. Your exchanges. You got to be watched under the watchful eye of the bit license people, the New York Department of Financial Services, and they can't even friggin' add. It's going to get heated in that meeting. I'm going to be pissed, a little bit pissed. They're going to ask me, why you have animosity toward me? Because you're supposed to be an agency that's there, who's vested and paid to protect the public interest. And these guys issued a blanket, moronic statement that anybody with a calculator and 15 minutes of time could have figured out it was false. And since you did that, what do? Your bank examiner says, well, what would you do? Issue us a bulletin. I was sitting there shocked. I was shocked that this guy would sit there and treat me like I was a low-level retard. You know, when the bank examiner showed up, or any of the auditors showed up, guess who the banks used to send them to? When the auditors came, they sent them to me. When I used to work at Stock Loan under R.B. Stein, where I took the whole department that was in shambles and made it into something that you could actually keep track and know what was going on, when the auditors came in, the auditors came to me. Because I was the only one. I set up the system, right? Stock Loan, I set up the system. I made sense of it all. So it was, I kept control of everything. Everybody could understand what I was doing, what I was negotiating, how much money I was pulling in extra. with my relationships with other brokers. I renegotiated the rates between the brokers if there was some kind of mishap between them. I straightened it out. And most of the times I came in with the best interest of the client I was working for. Everything turned out in their best interest. Legally, fine, wonderful, and I was making them extra money. They wanted to hire me, but I was a six-figure consultant at the time. They wanted to pay me like $75,000 a year, but I was making over that. I was making over $100,000 a year. Now you see how that flashed down to 72.17? You see where it's going? All you have to do is wait to see where he's guiding the market to. He hasn't changed his walls. 72, it's still 72.86. It's still not equidistant. Still at the same prices. Still not equidistant. And I told you, once you catch those walls, you can predict the price he's bringing it down to. I'm less than 1% away. So excuse me why I vent. I'm very upset that these people who are supposed to be high caliber, 72.13. I told you he was going to hit that. Because that's where he marked it to go. By placing his trades. You got to be really retarded if you don't understand this. 72.13. What's this, magic to you people? 72.13. Once the walls have been set, the market is gravitated to that mid-market price that I calculated. Half a cent away. A cent away. You see how it's gravitating 72, the calculated price? You don't get it, do you, people? None of yous do. You keep listening to the shills. You keep listening to the shills, and you're going to lose everything you have if you invested in Litecoin. This is designed to scam you out of your money. I know how they're doing it. I've given you the math. I showed you it's going to hit 72.13. It hit 72.13. Now watch. You check the walls. The walls are going to start. They're going to move. Mission accomplished. They'll either go lower. So the lowest price you'll get out of the way he has these walls set up is ricochet back and forth, but it'll bottom out at 72.13. You just seen it happen. There's no hope for you guys if you don't understand. You start listening to these guys that are large bag holders, and they're hoping that the price is going up. They're trying to convince you that the price is going up because they probably bought something that was over the price it currently is, and they're going to come in at a loss. So they keep shilling it. You got these guys that were just out yesterday. You had one of them telling you it was going to be $143 by the end of the month. Today is the 10 days to the end of the month. Look at the price it was. $79. Now look at the price it is. You understand? How is this supposed to get to $143? If the price is gradually being brought down lower than when it would start before this Bart Simpson here. How is that supposed to happen? This coin is totally manipulated by the market maker. Charlie Lee sold us out to this market maker. The market maker has total control of the price. I don't care how many times now Charlie Lee sold off his coin. I don't care how many times he comes up and tells you that if you put your TV close to the screen when Litecoin is on it, you're going to get free cable. No, it's not going to work because the market maker is deciding what the price is going to be. I don't care if Charlie Lee got naked on top of the building next door and started dancing and crapping out Tiffany cufflinks. It still wouldn't bring up the price of Litecoin. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? It's totally out of his control. He sold you out to the market maker. And now it's come down to the simple math of what the market maker is doing. I'm sorry if you can't understand this. I'm sorry you flunked out of school. Okay, he moved the wall up on the bottom wall. It's 71.46 now. It was 71.40, so he moved it 6 cents up this wall toward the mid-market price. So now the price is going to go up slightly. Let's see the top wall if it's still at 72.86. No, you see he rose the wall to 72.92. Now there was no market activity, right? You've seen it just before. Now the wall is up like 10 cents. Now look at the mid-market price. Now the mid-market price is up. So let's do a recalculation. We just watched them go into business. Let's clear it out. I'm trying to help you here, people. 72.92 minus 72.22. Right? That's 70 cents now. Okay? Let's get that bottom wall. 71.46. Still not equidistant. Okay, now he's slowing the dump down. You see he's putting the brakes on the dump when you see them get close to be equidistant, but they're not 40 to 44 cents, and they're not equidistant still. His intention is still to bring the price down a little bit more. Now let's do the mid-market, let's calculate the mid-market price that he wants it to go to. We're always about 10 cents off. So there it goes again. I don't know what else I have to show you guys. Now, if you see it, you're going, look, it's going up. It's playing between there. Plus, there's always the possibility he could have moved his walls again. The bottom wall is not moved. It's still at 71.46. All you have to do is sit here and wait. And we'll go down to 72.19. Even though at the beginning you might see it go up slightly. Let's see. He might have moved his second wall up, so we know the price is 72.92 when we did this. So let's go see what he did with his wall. No, it's still there. It's going to gravitate down to that price. It's just you got to understand that he's got a lot of play between those two trades anyway. It'll bottom out at 72.19, but it will not stay at 72.19. I showed you that last time. But that's how it works. That's how he's doing his damage. That's how he's running the con game. That's how he's running the scam. For things to become apparent in this situation, you're going to have to sit and have patience. Now, you see the prices going down? We're less than 1% away in the calculation. The percentage that it is something that's acceptable to NASA when they're launching probes. If that math is good enough for NASA, it should be good enough for you. Are we catching on? I'm getting very pissed off because I still see these guys shilling this coin. Okay? And I'll show you something why I don't like those people shilling this coin. Let me show you something else. Here goes the guy that dumped us at. This is their full-time developers that he sponsored. We got two developers, okay? You see this guy here, Eric Brown? Oh, Alliance going to issue us a debit credit card to use your Litecoin on. This guy is the owner of Alliance. He's on the board of directors. He works for both companies, Litecoin and Alliance, the payment system. This guy right here, Dan Brodello, he's the guy Crypto Capital Venture. He's the one who runs around telling you that Litecoin's going to be $140 by the end of this month. Here it is, August 20th, and the price went from $79 when he made the statement. Now look where the price is. The market maker raped everybody again. He wiped out the shorts, and now he killed the longs. This guy is all over Big Swear's channel. Big Swear and Bitcoin Ben had just stopped talking about Litecoin after I've been talking to them. Now they're pushing some kind of body cleanse. And they're like used car salesmen, those two. Big Swear and Bitcoin Ben. All of a sudden you don't hear nothing about it. And of course, you got your pretty woman, Asian, and white people are the main targets because that's who has the money. And all that works on here, except for this one guy, one black guy. These are their target audience. You see, Asians and white guys. So they use these women as bait to lure you in. These are the Venus flytraps, in other words, to get you to come in. This is set up very interesting. The marketing side, you can see. Two developers. Chico Crypto got attacked when he said there was only 4 developers out of 47. Now there's only 2. Knowing how cheap this guy is, this is probably the actual developer because he does work cheap. Hey, Charlie Lee, what about the child labor laws in the United States? So here goes my videos. I've been putting them on Twitter. These are the ones I put on Twitter. Look at the views. 386, 100. Yeah, 8 more views. We're at 400. I never Good morning, had everybody. That went up to 400. It's just 8 away in views. Never had one. The legal documents. This one too. 132 views. You see that? Never had until they started putting it on Twitter. 93 views. I put this one on Twitter. I never got 93 views in one day. Well, we're at 100. I never got 100 views in one day. Twitter, I'm telling you. I put it up on Twitter on hashtag LTC. Some of them might put on there and some of them I don't. And you could tell which ones. Good afternoon. So you could see people. I'm not putting this one on Twitter. I'm not putting anything else on Twitter anymore. It's all going to be on here. People should subscribe to me. I don't know. I'm getting more views on one video than I have subscribers. You tell me that there's something not wrong with YouTube. And yes, Coinbase tried to get me off of YouTube by getting some strikes against me. They did try it. I have that. They have a complaint that was issued by one of the people that works at Coinbase that I was giving out his private email. Meanwhile, it was a business email that was allotted to him by Coinbase to use for business, Coinbase's business. It's not his private email, and in no way does it expose him to the general public. Actually, the clients need that email to report the crimes that they caught going on in here. It was given to me for that purpose from Coinbase staff, and what'd he do? Typical boiler room antics. All right, that's all I got to say, people. Be aware. I'm telling everybody as much as I can. I'm warning you. I'm telling you, this is the math. This is not bullshit. You can go check it out yourself. 72.19. We went past that. I told you it was going to go down. Down it went. It actually went lower. Let's check the walls. We know the prices that the walls were before we did this. Right? 72.92, 71.46, 72.92 being the upper wall. The walls are still at the same place. They're still not equidistant. They're off by, they're supposed to be placed 40 to 44 cents. But here we got 70 to 76 cents. This wall is basically about 10% away from this wall as when it comes to being equidistant. 10% is a lot. People like to make 10% when they're trading, don't you? People, this is a mess. I'm going to try my best to get this taken out. They don't deserve to. They don't deserve to serve us. This market. If you're stealing from us, you don't deserve to be in this business. If you're robbing from the general public, you should be kept as far away from the general public as possible. You should be locked away. Over and out.